right here at Wiesner in Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our 2021 GMC Terrains and 2021 GMC Acadias. You can get up to $5,700 off in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty GMC Sierra available with up to $5,500 in purchase allowance. So hurry to Wiesner in Huntsville for the best selection or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. GMC is professional grade.
Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve ICAR Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 is proud to be one of them. They know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. They invest in training because they would never cut corners with your family's safety at stake, and neither should you. Get your vehicle repaired at Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45, where your safety is their top priority.
Eric Barbosa for Henson Ford. During Truck Month, we're rolling back prices on America's best-selling truck.
Our low truck prices are now even lower on Fords like 2020 F-150 Super Crew, XLTs, and Expeditions. Save even more with 0% for 72 months and make no payments until the summer.
Plus, get a warranty for life with no deductibles and unlimited miles at no cost to you. We even deliver for free from our store to your door.
We get you rolling for less at Hinton Ford, your dealer for life.
Hinton Ford, HintonFord.com.
Going to the dentist doesn't have to be an unpleasant experience. Dr. Josh Heiler at Huntsville Family Dental specializes in a wide variety of dental services, including implants, fillings, crowns, veneers, and more. Feel at home and have your anxiety comforted. Dental health is important. Don't allow tooth pain to turn into something much more serious. Give the family-friendly team at Huntsville Family Dental a call today at 295-5437. That's Huntsville Family Dental, 295-5437.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at Texpress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? Texpress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. As most of you have seen or know, we are being affected by the I-45 freeway expansion. I assure you we are open and ready to serve you with your next vehicle purchase. We have driveway access off the I-45 feeder road as well as easy access off of Normal Park Drive. Charlie's Used Cars has been serving the area for 48 years and offers quality pre-owned vehicles and superior customer service. I encourage you to stop by and see us at 230 I-45 South here in Huntsville or visit us online at charliesusedcars.com.
Pleasant good evening, friends, and welcome to another edition of Huntsville Hornet Baseball here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We are live in beautiful Whitehouse, Texas. I'm Rob Hipp. Again, thanks for joining us here as we are moments away from getting started in this 16-5A contest. Again, if you're on our social media feeds, we'd love to hear from you tonight. Send us a text message on those feeds. Let us know where you're listening from, and we'll check in with you as this game goes on. The Whitehouse Wildcats, again, the host team tonight, 2-0 overall, 2-1 in district play, 13-4 overall this season. Huntsville 1-2, trying to get back into the win column, 8-11 overall this season. As we talk a little bit more about Whitehouse, this is a team, again, sitting good so far in this early season under head coach Greg Branch. 14 years as head coach, 191 career wins. The assistant coaches Cody Hines, Travis Granberry, and Matt Brooks. Last year, the Whitehouse Wildcats went 9-4. Public announcer is Stan Clark here in a beautiful facility that's been here now in their third year. Returning starters for Whitehouse: Jack Clark, Jackson Concert, Zach Norville Jr., Logan Whitfield, Colton Eekner, and Colin McLemore. For the Huntsville Hornets, of course, under head coach Justin Jennings in his 8th year, 97 career wins, a 3-9 record last year. Returning starters Matthew Howe, Jacob Von Rosenberg, Caleb Cotton, Cody McLaren, and Mason Monaharis. Again, Huntsville trying to get back into the win column after they opened up district play versus Tyler. It was a 12-1 victory, and then losing the last two, a 5-0, and both of those games lost in district play back on March the 19th and March the 23rd versus Lufkin and Nacogdoches as well. Getting the start tonight for your Huntsville Hornets.
Center fielder Caleb Cotton.
On the mound will be Luke Durham. He'll start things, of course,
Left field,
in the bottom of the innings. And starting out for Whitehouse is Jackson Conzer.
Designated hitter,
We'll send it over to the public address announcer as we go over starting lineups.
Third base, Mason Monaharis. Catching, Jacob Von Rosenberg. Pitching, Luke Durham. Second base, Christian Milam. And shortstop, Bun Shelley. Head coach is Justin Jennings. His assistants are Corey Heidenbrecht, Jonathan Goree, and Justin Stanley. Now let's meet the reserves for your Whitehouse Wildcats. Sam Cook, Zach Norvell, Peyton Blackman, Aiden Hosley, Grant Taylor, Braden Bean, Ricky Poole, and Eric Hendrick. Now let's meet our starting lineup for tonight's game. Shortstop, Jack Clark. Second base, Colin McLemore. First base, Colton Eichner. Designated hitter, Logan Whitfield. Catching, Keegan McCord. Pitching, Jackson Concert. Left field, Michael Dudalski. Third base, Ethan Stone. Right field, Luke Causey. And center field, Matt Garcia. If everyone will rise, please, we'll have our national anthem.
Beautiful playing and rendition of our country's national anthem. Again, thanks for joining us on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network for Huntsville Hornet Baseball. Again, live tonight here in Whitehouse, Texas. As we look down left corner at 320, we're right at 320. The Power Owlies at 360. That back wall at 385 goes up about 13 or 14 feet. Again, just a beautiful setting for high school baseball here in Northeast Texas. Getting the warm-up pitches on the mound for Whitehouse, Jackson Concert. We'll set up that defense for you tonight, as you can, of course, see on your video screen, but we'll go over it as well, as Whitehouse in their maroon jerseys and pants with the white pinstripe. Nice little throwback retro look. Whitehouse written in cursive across the front. The numbers in white, the lettering in white as well. They'll wear white caps with a maroon brim. Jackson Concert on the mound getting the warm-ups. Keegan McCord is the catcher. At first base, Cotton Eichner. Over at second, Colin McLemore. At third is Ethan Stone. Shortstop, Jack Clark. And then from left to right, Michael Dudowski, Matt Garcia, and Luke Causey. Again, talking about the Hornets looking to get back into the win column after dropping the last two games here in 16-5A. Of course, the previous game versus Nacogdoches, due to the rain that happened in Huntsville, that game had to be moved to Nacogdoches, and the 5-0 loss there was originally scheduled at K-Bar Ross. And leading off here for your Hornets, the first baseman, Hagen Harris. He's a left-handed batter. Huntsville in their black jerseys, gray pants, the numbers in that beautiful Huntsville green outlined in white, the helmets in black. Hagen Harris looking to get things started here early for Huntsville. Stands with his left foot down in the corner of the box. Bat held at about 90 degrees or 180 degrees over his shoulder, now up to 45. Here's the right-handed pitch. The first one fouled off the first base side, way over the fence. In the early count here, 0-1 on Hagen Harris. Good crowd out here tonight as well. The facility's actually pretty packed. There's another game going on, and here's the next pitch from the right hand. This one across the plate, looked at it for a strike. The count at 0-2 here on Hagen Harris. Hagen Harris in 8 games, averages .556. Here's the next delivery. This one's a hard line hit, goes foul off that third base line. The battle starting here. The count at 0-2 remains. Again, just underway here in the top of the first. Thanks for joining us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Get the scoreboard updated. I'm having to do full duties here tonight. Next delivery, hard hit. This one has the short trying to ground it. Did he beat it out? He is safe. And how about that for a start? A leadoff single for Hagen Harris. It was a good effort by Jack Clark over there at short. But a nice hard hit by Harris, and he'll get the leadoff single to start things here for your Hornets. Bring up second in the order, the center fielder, number 6, Caleb Cotton, also a left-handed batter. Playing in his 20th game of the season, 57th at-bat, hitting .357. He's on base at .463 so far this early season. Again, runner on first, showing bunt here. This one stepped away for a ball. 1-0 early count on Caleb Cotton. Sunshine is set completely behind Whitehouse High School. We'll pick attempt. The runner is safe over there as Concert threw it over to Eichner at first. Again, just mentioning earlier that sun setting right behind Whitehouse High School and its facilities. Sets for a beautiful setting here at this baseball facility. Only a couple of pieces of shade still gracing the field over near the left corner and over at the right power alley. Count here 1-0, 1 on for the Hornets. Concert gets set. Here's the right-handed delivery. Off speed, up high to the outside. Takes it for a ball. The count 2-0. Concert taking his time here. He's already thrown it over to first, and now a little bit of time is called as Cotton will step out of that left box, now stepping back in. Taps the bat on the base one time, gets a little swing action. Here's the pitch on the way. This one high to the outside again. 3-0 the count here on Caleb Cotton. So I mentioned earlier, this is a young man that's getting on base, .463 this season. 20 hits. He has singled 9 times, doubled 3, and also tripled 5. 3 home runs this season for Cotton. Here's the next pitch. This one, runner trying to get back over to first, and he's safe just in the nick of time. I think the Wildcat fans are wanting him out. Swung on and missed by Cotton. The count at 3-1. Cotton has brought 20 in this season as well. 18 runs. He's also reached on 10 walks. Next pitch, off speed. This one dropped in for a strike. Beautiful pitch there to bring it to a full count at 3-2. Here's a 3-2 payoff. Runner will take off over to second, and it's out and for a walk. So on the 3-2 payoff, Cotton will reach on a walk, and that'll advance Harris into scoring position over at second. So good start here for the Hornets. 2 on, no outs here in the top of the first. Bring up third in the order, the left fielder, Cody McLaren. Huntsville starting with 3 lefties. Cody in that box now as he steps in. He'll tap the bat on the base one time. Swings it around, holds it at 45 degrees over his left shoulder. Here's Concert, his right-handed pitch on the way. McLaren places bunt. We'll see if he can beat it out over to first, and he got there in time. How about that for Cody McLaren? The bases are loaded for the Hornets. Well, McLaren, a picture-perfect bunt. Didn't have to sacrifice anything on that one. Now the base is loaded at 1, 2, and 3. Bring up Matthew Howe cleaning up the right fielder. Another lefty here for Huntsville with bases loaded. No outs here in the top of the first. Howe in his 20th game this season. His 55th at-bat, averages .222. He's on base at .323. Here's the delivery from the right hand. Dropped in for a strike. 0-1 early count here, Matthew Howe. Kind of go back to Caleb Cotton moments ago. He was up 3-0. Concert worked him to a 3-2 and then reached on the walk. Here's the next pitch. Check on this one, goes back for a strike. The count 0-2 on Matthew Howell. Howell this season 12 hits. He has singled 4 times, doubled 4, and also tripled 3 times. 1 home run. Boy, it'd be great for 1 right here. Here's the next pitch on the way to Howell. This one too high upstairs. The count at 1-2. Howell's also brought in 11 this season, 8 runs. Been walked 7 times, struck out 11. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way to Howell. Swing and a miss. Got him for the first out.
Designated hitter, Travis Tester.
Bring up 5th in the order, the designated hitter, Travis Tester. So we'll start with the first 4 batters at left. Now a right-handed batter is Tester. Concert trying to work out of this. Runners on 1, 2, and 3 for the Hornets. No score. Here's the right-handed pitch on the way. Too far to the outside, low corner. It's a 1-0 early count here on Travis Tester.
Let's go, Travis. Find your gap. Let's go.
Tester with his 39th at-bat of the season. Attempt over at third, and runner got back over there again. It's Harris over at third, Cotton over at second, and McLaren, after placing his bunt earlier, over at first to load the bases. Travis Tester, his pitch got the corners. He painted it for a strike to even it. Aces on the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away here in the top of the first. Travis Tester with a home run this season. He's brought in 8. This pitch a little too low, and luckily able to get behind it was Keegan McCord. Brings it to 2 balls and 1 strike on 1 out here in the top of the first. Here's the delivery. This one foul tip as it goes back to the backstop. Kind of rolls its way back. Even the count at 2-2 on 1 out. Already have some friends joining us on our social media feeds. Trey Tester at Fort Sill watching again. Appreciate you, Trey, and thank you for your service as well. Chris Dice joining us from Salado, Texas. Here's the pitch. Another one way too high. Brings it to a full count at 3-2. A little countdown action on the board. And also my beautiful mother back north of Austin and Georgetown, along with my grandmother watching. Shirley Hipp and Estelle Kimbrough. Appreciate you all today. Here's the 3-2 on the way. Again too high. And that'll force in a run on a walk. So how about that, as Harris will come in and score. Travis Tester reaches on a walk. And the Hornets have an early 1-0 lead, one away here in the top of the first. A little bit of conversation is going to happen on the mound here. Again, I mentioned several times already during this broadcast, Huntsville looking to get back into the win column after dropping their last two. Picked up a convincing win to start the season versus Tyler, 12-1. In the last two ball games, dropping them 5-0 apiece at Lufkin, and then that game that was forced on the road at Nacogdoches as well just a few nights ago. We had some rain in the Huntsville area. Of course, K-Bar Ross known to flood when that happens. One more reason, folks, that I'm very vocal about my support for our bond package in Huntsville. It's not just about athletics. There's an opportunity for these young men to have facilities, but also the education component, which goes hand in hand. Brings up Mason Monahara, 6 in the order, the third baseman. Stands with his right foot down in the corner of that right-handed batter's box. The first pitch painted the corner for a strike to count 0-1. Next pitch too low to even the count at 1-1. Harris helping to get things started for the Hornets with his leadoff single. There's the 1-1 again, too high to the outside. 2-1 the count here on Mason Monaharis. Here's the next pitch. This one popped way up over to center. Chasing it down is Matt Garcia, and he'll grab it. That should bring in a run, as it will. So the sac fly over to center will bring in one more run. We're 2 away here in Whitehouse as the Hornets up early, taking advantage of loaded bases as Cotton will come in and score on the sac fly by Monaharis over to center. So McLaren over at third, Tester at second. Jacob Rosenberg, the catcher, as we start the bottom of the order, 7th, the catcher. Early count here, 0-1 on Rosenberg, or 1-0 rather. Took it for a ball. Here's the next right-handed pitch. A lot of velocity behind that on the fastball. Even the count at 1-1 on 2 outs. Huntsville leading 2-0 here in the top of the first. Here's a set and delivery on its way. This one dropped in on an off speed for a strike to bring it to 1-2. This one hit foul off the first base side, goes well over the dugout, drops right behind it. Battle starting here for Rosenberg. Jacob von Rosenberg. Another righty here for the Hornets. On a 1-2, the right-handed pitch on the way. This one swung around, got away from the catcher, but it put out over at first. That will do it, but the Hornets taking care of business here in this early start of the ball game. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. Bottom of the first coming up when we come back. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Stay with us, friends.
Hey, y'all, Josh Ward here. reminding you it's truck month at Bill Fick Ford. Take it from me, nothing outworks or outperforms the Ford F-Series truck, and nobody has a better selection of F-150s, 250s, and 350 Super Duties than No Bull Bill. Stop in today, take advantage of Ford Truck Month savings, and see for yourself why so many trucks on the road come from Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. Bill Fick Ford, built Ford tough, built Ford proud, and built for America. Check them out at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Dr. Josh Heiler at Huntsville Family Dental is accepting new patients. An experienced dentist that is focused on the community and your family helps ensure a pleasant, anxiety-comforted dental experience. Only $49 for exam and x-rays for new cash patients. Feel at home at Huntsville Family Dental. From the friendly front office to the dedicated back chair, all your questions will be answered and you will leave with a smile and comfort knowing your dental needs have been addressed. Just smile. Call Huntsville Family Dental at 295-5437. That's 295-5437.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp here live from Whitehouse High School. Thanks for joining us for Huntsville Hornet Baseball on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network as we move to the bottom of the first inning. Hornets taking advantage of loaded bases, scoring 2 runs as they come out of the top. We'll move into the bottom. Luke Durham on the mound for Huntsville getting the start here tonight. Durham has pitched in 18 1/3 innings in his 6th game now. Started 3 of those, now make it 4. 2-2 so far this season for Durham, allowing 17 hits, 11 runs on that. 5 of them were earned, 9 walks, struck out 9, a 1.909 ERA, and a 1.4 whip. So set up that defense for the Hornets again. Durham on the mound. Von Rosenberg, the catcher. Hagen Harris over at first. Christian Milam at second. Mason Monaharis over at third. Bun Shelley, the shortstop. And then from left to right, it's Cody McLaren, Caleb Cotton, and Matthew Howell. The shortstop, Jack Clark, will lead off here for the Wildcats. Again, trailing 2-0 as we're in the bottom of the first. Again, thanks for joining us. So they'll start as well with a lefty here on a right-handed pitch from Luke Durham as he's waiting to get set. Right foot on the rubber. Here's the right-handed fastball, and the first pitch, a strike. Good start here for Luke Durham. The early count 0-1. Next pitch, this one, will it go into the corner? Hard to see from our vantage point. It must have just went foul over on that right corner at 320. Again, the dugout, the Hornets off that first base side, kind of obstructing my view, but I heard the crowd with the gasping "oh" down there, so must have been just foul. Counted 0-2 here on Jack Clark. Durham, his delivery on the way. It's a good pitch here, didn't get the strike call. The count 1-2. Here's the next delivery. This one chopped over to first, and an unassisted tag for the first out. Good job by Harris, able to get on that one easily, and we're 1 away here. So 1 up, 1 down. Jack Clark leading off, and he's out for the first one. Takes us to second in the order. The second baseman, Colin McLemore.
Second baseman, Colin McLemore.
So again, Colin McLemore. Right-handed batter here for Whitehouse. This delivery, beautiful pitch. Got him on the corners. He painted it for the early strike. 0-1, 1 away. Next pitch quickly. This one high up. Evens the count at 1-1 on 1 out. Here's the pitch. This one a little too high upstairs to bring it to 2-1. Next pitch on the way, and again painting that corner. Evens the count at 2-2. Again, a lot of Whitehouse fans here tonight, of course, and quite a few Huntsville fans making the 2.5-hour journey. This pitch to the outside to bring it to a full count at 3-2. Here's the payoff. On the way, this one fouled way over the first base line. That one's close to the lights. A couple of birds were up there, and they had to move out of the way. Here's the 3-2 from the right hand. This one foul as well. That one's going to come right near me here, and people are scrambling out of the way. Took a drop just a couple of rows in front of me. We counted 3-2. Well, that ball hit like a dud. You don't see him bounce off these aluminum bleachers the way that you do at some ballparks. Here's the 3-2 on the way. This one also chopped foul as it will go right behind us. Back way behind home plate, goes over the net and over the facility. Little battle here for Colin McLemore. Trying to stay alive in this at-bat. Here's the pitch from Durham on the way. Too high, and he'll reach on a walk. Tough break there for Durham as he had him going into battle here. Reaching on the walk now as McLemore brings up third in the order. Brings up Colton Eichner. So again, it's the first baseman, Colton Eichner. Eichner also a right-handed batter. Little pick attempt as Durham threw it over to Harris at first. Again, one away here in the bottom of the first. Huntsville leading 2-0. Whitehouse trying to respond. Beautiful pitch, drops in for a strike, 0-1. Eichner looked at that on the off-speed. Another pick attempt, that runner's safe. When Durham's got a quick arm out there, Harris is ready for it. The 0-1 pitch. Runner will take off over to second. This is a hard hit over to right. Tracking it down is Howell. He has the grab. Runner's going to have to come back over to first. Diving and just in the nick of time. Great job there by Matthew Howell over at right to snag it down for the second out. Howell had to come all the way from that right corner, went over to the right power alley just in front of the 360. Brings up fourth in the order, cleaning up the designated hitter, Logan Whitfield. Left-handed batter here for the Wildcats. Here's the first delivery on the way from the right-handed pitch to the left-handed batter. Too far to the outside for a ball, brings the count 1-0 on 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Too low. Von Rosenberg able to get behind that. That's critical that he gets behind those. That gets away from him. On a wild pitch, that could have runner over in scoring position. As it stands, 2 balls, no strikes here on Whitfield. Here's the pitch. Runner will take off over to second. The throw over to second. Nope, they're going to hold it. He had a good leadoff over there. And McLemore able to steal over to second base. Of course, he reached on the walk earlier. Count here 3-0. Durham behind here on the pitch. Whitfield with a runner in scoring position. Here's the delivery on the way. This one gets behind the catcher. Runner will take off over to third. And also a walk, so we've got runners on the corners now.
Now batting pitcher Jackson Concert.
So Whitfield over at first and McLemore over at third. 2 away here. So we're fifth in the order. The pitcher Jackson Concert. Durham trying to get out of this here. Doesn't want to leave. Allow any runs to come in. Here's the pitch on the way. This is a hard hit over to right. Tracking it down is Howell again. Puts up the glove from the left hand, and that'll do it. So with runners on 1 and 3, Durham able to work his way out, and no runs scored in the bottom of the first. We're through 1, top of the second coming up. Stay with us, friends. Huntsville Hornet Baseball on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network continues after this.
Weather and even hotter deals right here at Wiesner in Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our 2021 GMC Terrains and 2021 GMC Acadias. You can get up to $5,700 off in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty GMC Sierra available with up to $5,500 in purchase allowance. So hurry to Wiesner in Huntsville for the best selection or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. GMC is professional grade.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at Texpress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? Texpress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
All right, welcome back, friends. Top of the second as we get underway here. Huntsville back at bat. Hard hit. This one will bounce away from the third baseman. And lead it off here, the pitcher Luke Durham over at first. Boy, he just laced that one right into the direction, and Ethan Stone not able to get under that one. So Durham with a leadoff single.
Second baseman, Christian Milam.
Takes us to bottom of the order, the second baseman, Christian Milam. Milam standing right in the center of the box. He'll step up a little bit. Here's the right-handed delivery, places the bunt. This one maybe catchable, and it is. It's a good job by McCord, able to get under that one. It was popped up foul on that bunt attempt, and McCord, sometimes it's a hard grab. He was able to get under it and make the grab for the first out. Take us back to the top of the order. Hagen Harris, who's 1 for 1, had that leadoff single and able to come around and score off the forced walk earlier in the first. 2-0 the score. Here's the delivery. This one dropped in for a strike. Good pitch there by Concert. Early count here, 0-1 on Hagen Harris as we go back to the top of the order. Again, Durham resting over at first, leading off by about 6 or 7 feet. Here's the next pitch. This one too high. Durham's going to take off over to second, diving, and he's out, caught stealing. It's a good throw by Keegan behind the plate. For the second out, caught stealing, and umpire's going to make his way up to the mound here and have a discussion. So bring a coach in as well. So they're going to have a quick discussion here at the mound. We'll step aside for 30. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Welcome back, friends. I don't think the home plate umpire was happy with what he was seeing from the pitching style of Jackson Concert. They had a discussion up there. And we're back in action here. Nobody on, 2 away. As we go back to the top of the order, Hagen Harris. Next pitch is a strike, 1-2. Here's the next delivery. Down low, looked at it for a strike as he got him. Well, Cons are able to work again here in this inning as no runs on 1 hit as Durham reached on that single. No errors and nobody left on base. We're through 1.5, bottom of the second coming up. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment with more Hornet baseball on KSAM Sports and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Testing is now available at Texpress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? Texpress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here, reminding you it's Truck Month at Bill Fick Ford. Take it from me, nothing outworks or outperforms the Ford F-Series truck, and nobody has a better selection of F-150s, 250s, and 350 Super Duties than No Bull Bill. Stop in today, take advantage of Ford Truck Month savings, and see for yourself why so many trucks on the road come from Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. Bill Fick Ford, built Ford tough, built Ford proud, and built for America. Check them out at BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Back at it here in the bottom of the second. Leading off is Michael Dodowski. 6 in the order. The first pitch out of his reach. This one rounds it over. Milam not able to get the grab. That would have been a hard one, and that's a leadoff single for Dodowski. So just as quickly as we come back on, the left fielder able to find one over at right field. And again, has that leadoff single. Go to the bottom of the order for the first time tonight. The third baseman, Ethan Stone. Batting 7th. Lefty here, standing in the center of the box, holding the bat just in front of him, at parallel to his right cheek. Pick attempt over first. That runner safe. Luke Durham on the mound for the Hornets. The pitch drops in for a strike. 0-1. Durham taking his time. Here's the next pitch. This one too far out of the reach. Bring it to an even count at 1-1. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Huntsville leading 2-0. Quick throw by Durham back over at first. Dodowski over at first after his leadoff single moments ago was safe. Jimmy Pittman joining us as well, saying go Hornets, and also Ashley Dice saying let's go Hornets. Runner's going to try to take off and steal over to second, and he got there in time. It was a high pitch by Von Rosenberg. And a stolen base by Dodowski, now in scoring position. So second stolen base of the night by this Wildcat team. Again, trailing 2-0, 2-1 the count. Here's the next pitch to Stone. This time too far to the outside. 3-1 the count here. Stone's got something to work with. Durham's delivery. This time painted that corner for a strike. Brings it to a full count at 3-2. Here's the payoff on its way. This one chopped foul to the net just behind the backstop. The count remains at 3-2. On deck is Luke Cossey, the right fielder, batting 8th, and then finishing up is Matt Garcia, the center fielder. No outs, runner on second for the Wildcats. On a 3-2 pitch on its way, this one hit over to right, trying to come up and make the grab. Sliding, making the grab. What a play by Matthew Howell. Boy, Howell has been busy here tonight, this time sliding on his knees and making the grab. Runner remains on second is Dodowski. Bring up 8th in the order, the right fielder, Luke Cousy. Durham will check over his right shoulder. This pitch high to the outside. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away here in the bottom of the second. Durham's delivery on the way. Little shave pitch here as it got close to the cheek on the right side. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's Durham's 2-0 pitch on the way. This one again too high into the outside. 3-0 the count here. Well, Stone found himself in 3-ball territory earlier. Dropped one on a 3-2 pitch over to right as Howell made that excellent grab. Here's the 3-0. Pulled back on the bunt. Goes across the plate for a strike. 3-1. Next delivery on the way. This one hit foul off that third base side. Bounces on top of the Wildcats dugout. Brings the count to full 3-2. Countdown action on the board with 1 away here again in the bottom of the second. Hornets leading 2-0. The pitch to Cowsey. This one over to left. And the center fielder, another sliding grab. This time it is Caleb Cotton making the grab. Get the Hornet fans here clapping as Howell did it earlier, and now Cotton with a sliding grab for the second out and on another 3-2 pitch. Take us to the bottom of the order, the center fielder, Matt Garcia. Dowski over at second. He reached on a single to lead off and then Stolled. He's been resting there. Here's the pitch. This one high to the inside. The early count 1-0. Of course, the Hornets will play again tomorrow at 2. We will not have that coverage due to obligations with Sam Houston baseball. Here's the next pitch, placing bunt. This one goes foul off the first base side. The count even at 1-1. There's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Runner will take off over to the third. The throw is there, and he is safe. Oh, my goodness. I think the fans here from Huntsville that made the 2.5 journey were wanting that call. They didn't get it. And it's a stolen base by Dudowski, a second one. And the count at 2-1. It was a good throw back there by Von Rosenberg over to Monaharis. Just not in enough time. Give him credit, though, as Von Rosenberg had a good arm there, threw it down. And Dudowski was able to reach. The count at 2-1, 2 away. Here's the pitch. This one chopped over as Durham will throw over to first, and he's out just in the nick of time. How about that snag as Durham threw it over to Harris, yanked it down for the third out. No runs on one hit, no errors, one left on, and we are through 2. Top of the third coming up. Stay with us. Hornets back at bat and leading 2-0 here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Stay with us, friends.
Only 15% of collision repair shops achieve ICAR Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 is proud to be one of them. They know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. They invest in training because they would never cut corners with your family's safety at stake, and neither should you. Get your vehicle repaired at Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45, where your safety is their top priority.
March brings warmer weather and even hotter deals right here at Wiesner in Huntsville, just in time for the county fairs and rodeos. We've got great deals on all of our tracks, Equinoxes, Blazers, and Traverses. You can get up to $4,750 in purchase allowance. We even have half tons, 3/4 tons, and the 1-ton heavy-duty Silverados available with up to $4,250 in purchase allowance. So hurry into Wiesner in Huntsville for the best selection, or shop us online at WiesnerHuntsville.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Welcome back, friends. First pitch on the way to Cotton was a foul off the first base side. Caleb Cotton reached on a walk, came around and scored that second run that's standing on the board back in the first. Concert's pitch on the way to the outside, evens the count at 1-1. Cotton found himself in a 3-2, then reached on that walk and again was able to come around and score on the McLaren. Here's the next pitch on the forced walk by Travis Tester. Next pitch on the way. Clip the corner for a strike, 1-2. Here's the pitch. This one chopped foul again off that first base line. Battle starting here for Caleb Cotton. And the center fielder here. Huntsville leading 2-0. Putting up those 2 runs in the first. No runs scored by either team in the second. Huntsville trying to put on some insurance here in the third. Next pitch on the way. This one high to the outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the next one. This one a little low. Bring it to a full count at 3-2. Here's the 3-2 payoff on the way. This one hard swing, late fouls. It goes behind home plate. Battle here by Caleb Cotton. Robert Schweitzer messaging us earlier. Appreciate you, Robert. Had a chance to catch up with him and Kathy just a little bit earlier. Here's the 3-2 on the way. This one hit and over to left. And what a grab out there by Jack Clark at short, as he was looking over his left shoulder and hauled that one in. That's a good grab out there. Give the young man credit. So on a 3-2, Clark making a good grab at short for the first out. Bring up third in the order, Cody McLaren. 1 for 1. Singled on that bunt a little bit earlier back in the first. Here's the first pitch on the way to McLaren. Too far to the outside for a ball, 1-0 count. It's left stranded back at third base. Bases were loaded back in the first for Huntsville. Here's the next pitch. This one again to the outside. Brings the count to 2-0. Good eye there by Cody McLaren. Here's the 2-1. Too high upstairs. 3-0 count. Concert's found himself behind the mound here quite a bit so far tonight, leaving some opportunities here for the bats of Huntsville. Here's the 3-0 on the way from the right hand, and again it's high to the outside. Good eye by McLaren, and he'll reach on a walk. Now 4 balls thrown in a row by Concert will bring up Matthew Howell. He's 0 for 1. He struck out swinging for the first out back in the first. The right fielder again, Matthew Howell. Say a shout out to Matthew Schweitzer as well. He helped me set up a little bit earlier. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Thank you for your help a little bit earlier today. The time is called here as McLaren will step out for a moment. Now he'll step back into the box. Both of his feet right up against the line there on that left-handed batter's box. Pick attempt over at first. Oh, barely getting back. McLaren over there at first again. Howell still looking for the first pitch to come his way. Now looking to place bunt. McLaren will take off over to second. Diving, and he is safe. How about it for Cody McLaren with the stolen base? And he's in scoring position for the second time tonight. Wildcat coach having a talk with the umpire over there.
Make them feet dance. Let's go.
Cody McLaren with his 15th stolen base of the season. Just moments ago, the count here 1-0. The next pitch on the way. This one graced the corner for a strike to even it aces on the board. Matthew Howell at 1-1. McLaren eagerly waiting after stealing over at second. Concert trying to keep him there as he'll look over his right shoulder. Here's the pitch, the swing, and the tip and the foul. Brings it to a 1-2-1 count. Again, Huntsville holding on to that lead, trying to add some insurance here in the top of this third. One away. Pick attempt back over. McLaren diving down. Able to get back in plenty of time. Beautiful evening here at Whitehouse, Texas for baseball tonight. Again, thanks for joining us. Here's Concer's 1-2 pitch. This one to the outside, evens the count at 2-2. Pick attempt again as Concert had to throw it back over second. McLaren's safe. On deck is Travis Tester, who reached on a walk, was left stranded at second back in the first. This one hit over to left. Zadowski able to get under that one, and no opportunity there for McLaren to advance over to third. We're two away now here in the top of the third.
Travis Tester, the batter.
So the designated hitter, fifth in the order, Travis Tester. As I mentioned just earlier, reached on a walk on a payoff pitch earlier. Advanced over to second, was left stranded back in the first. Here's the first pitch. Low to the outside, 1-0 count. Pitch on the way to Tester. This time across the plate for a strike. Nice delivery. Even the count at 1-1. Tester looking for his 10th hit this season. He has scored 7 runs entering tonight's game. The time here as we get back in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away here in the top of the third. Huntsville leading 2-0. Here's the delivery. This one hit over, and it is caught with the left hand. How about that for Matt Garcia? That'll get the crowd clapping here at Whitehouse. Give that young man credit. Garcia had a nice grab. It just needed to be about a foot to the right. And that could have been another run and started to cook the steaks tonight, but it didn't happen on that one. It was a good effort by Tester, but even better effort there by Matt Garcia over at center to dive down and make that grab. In that inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, one left on. We are through 2.5. Bottom of the third coming up. Stay with us. The Wildcats back at bat when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
It's a new year with new opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from Whitehouse, Texas on the campus of Whitehouse High School. As it's Huntsville Hornet baseball leading 2-0 back at bat here to start things in the bottom of the third. To lead off, we'll go back to the top of the order. The shortstop, Jack Clark. He's 0 for 1. First pitch on the way, low to the inside. The early count here 1-0 on Clark. Here's the next pitch on the way. This one a hard hit. That one will drop over at the left power alley for a base hit. And he will rest over at first. So a leadoff single for Jack Clark. That'll get things started here for the Wildcats. Again, trailing 2-0 here in the bottom of the third.
Brings up second baseman Colin McLemore.
Takes a second in the order. The second baseman, Colin McLemore, reached on a walk, stole a base, advanced over to third on a passed ball, and then was left stranded. Back in the first. Pick attempt over at the first as Durham throwing to Harris. Runner safe. Again, some comments coming in on our social media feeds. Justin King joining us. Appreciate you, Justin. Swing and a miss here. Durham, nice little heat behind that pitch across the plate. Got McLemore to bite on it for the strike. I stopped over for a sweet tea over in Trinity, Texas. That's where I saw Justin earlier. Appreciate you, Justin Kring. 1-1 our count. About to fall asleep on that drive. Had to get something to drink to kind of wake me up. Next pitch to the outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's a nice little journey from Huntsville, about 2.5 hours over here, 140 miles or so. Count at 2-1. Pick attempt back over at first. That runner safe. Durham keeping an eye on him. And friends, as we advance to more games at home over at Kate Bar Ross, this next pitch to the outside. Runner's going to take off over to second. Good throw, but that runner with the stolen base is safe. Good job by Von Rosenberg over there. But a stolen base by Jack Clark will put him into scoring position. What I was saying is once we get some games at home, going to have some Huntsville AV students helping us out. We'll have multiple camera angles and really great coverage coming soon. Count here 3-1 on McLemore. This runner in scoring position now. Here's the pitch. Clip the corner for a strike, 2-2. Actually, it's 3-2. So take us to a full count here. Here's the payoff. This one, and the hit. Will it drop into the glove of Milam? And he's got the first out.
First baseman Colton Eichner.
One away here in the bottom of the third. Here's the pitch on the way to Eichner. Too high upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Eichner 0 for 1 as he popped one up over to right for the second out back in the first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one right over to Shelley at short. Throw to first. Runners out. Good field work there by Bun Shelley. Over to Hagen Harris for the second out. That will advance Clark over to third and takes us to fourth in the order, the designated hitter Logan Whitfield. He reached on a walk on 4 pitches back in the first and was left stranded in that inning. Here's the first pitch on the way as he's trying to place bunt. This one goes foul off the back of the bat. Early count here 0-1. Had 3 batters here in this ball game for the Wildcats reach over to third. All of them have been left stranded. McLemore back in the first. Dodowski back in the second, and now Clark over at third now here in the bottom of this third inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. Too low. Even the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the next one off the right hand. Got him to bite on it for the strike. 1-2. Nice off speed there by Luke Durham as that one dropped in. Whitfield took a bite on it. I don't think he wanted to come around on it and was already halfway through his swing. Count here at 1-2. The pitch on the way. This one low as it gets away from the catcher. Sliding in, and the first run is scored on an error. Clark able to come around and score on a wild pitch. Count here at 3-2 on Logan Whitfield. Here's the payoff. This one again bounced out of Von Rosenberg's glove. The count remains 3-2, 2 away. Again, Whitehouse picking up a run here. A little 2-out run on a wild pitch. Here's the next one on the way. This one hit hard, and that's a base hit over to right. A little 2-out single there for Whitfield on a 3-2 pitch. Brings up fifth in the order the pitcher, Jackson Concert. He was popped one up over to right for the third out back in the first. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Pick attempt over at first. Durham threw over to Harris. Harris took a little hop there, came down back with it. Here's the pitch. Beautiful pitch. Got him across the plate for a strike. 0-1. Here's the next pitch on the way. And this one low corner. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Podolski is on deck should Concert reach. Here's the 1-1. This one, another hard hit. It'll drop over to center. And runner trying to get back to second. The ball gets away, and no opportunity here for the runners to advance, though. But Concert will reach on a hit right to center. So now runners on 1 and 2, so it's another opportunity here for Whitehouse. Trailing 2-1. Done all this damage here in the 2-out territory as Whitfield over at second, Concert at first. It does bring up Dudowski, the left fielder. We're going to have a little bit of a discussion here as the infield will come in and talk things over with Luke Durham. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
During Truck Month, we're rolling back prices on America's best-selling truck.
Our low truck prices are now even lower on Fords like 2020 F-150 Super Crew, XLTs, and Expeditions. Save even more with 0% for 72 months and make no payments until the summer.
Plus, get a warranty for life with no deductibles and unlimited miles at no cost to you. We even deliver for free from our store to your door.
We get you rolling for less at Hinton Ford, your dealer for life.
Hinton Ford, HintonFord.com.
Back at it, friends. Zadowski now at bat here for Whitehouse, trailing 2-1. 2-out territory, runners on 1 and 2. First pitch, beautiful pitch for a strike, 0-1. Here's the next one. Another pitch, this one. Painting the corner for the strike, 0-2. Term trying to work out of this and just leave one tally on the board with 2 on. 0-2, 2 away. Here's Durham's next pitch. This one to the outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. This one hit foul. The battle starting now for Zadowski. Kind of shaking his right wrist there a little bit, his right hand. So he'll step back into that left-handed box. Here's the pitch. Too high upstairs to even the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Another one too high. He's trying to get it to drop in and just would not take the drop for him. So the full count now at 3-2. Trying to strike him out here and get out of this inning with only allowing 1 run. But again, runners on 1 and 2. Waller hit here. The pitch on the way. This one over to center. Caleb Cotton has the grab as he hops up with the left hand, and that'll do it for the inning. A little bit of damage done, though, by the Wildcats here in this inning as they score 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We're through 3, top of the 4th coming up. Stay with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here live from Whitehouse, Texas. Thanks for joining us for Huntsville Hornet baseball. The Hornets leading 2-1 as we get underway here in the top of this 4th inning. We'll start 6th in the order, the 3rd baseman, Mason Monaharis. He had the sac fly for the 2nd out back in the 1st. Here's the first one. First pitch hit over to right. Gossi tracing this one down. Right-handed glove and an easy grab for a routine out. So 1 pitch, 1 out here. We'll move to the bottom of the order now. The 7, 8, 9 will start with Jacob von Rosenberg. Struck out swinging on the put out back for the 3rd out back in the 1st. Pitch got the corner for a strike, 0-1.
Jacob von Rosenberg is the batter.
Here's the next pitch to Von Rosenberg. This one too close in. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away. Next delivery, swung on late. This one goes foul behind the net. We count at 1-2. Here's the delivery. That one dropped in for a strike. Got him looking at it for the second out. It's 4 in a row retired now by Cal Conser. Bring up 8th in the order, the pitcher, Luke Durham. First pitch on the way, swung around and missed. Hard swing there. Early count on Durham, 0-1. Here's the next pitch. This one hit fouls. It goes over our heads. Right behind us. 0-2 count here on Luke Durham. 1 for 1 tonight. He singled, but then trying to reach over to second and was put out back in the second for the second out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one to the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Conser's delivery. This one chopped foul. Ball took a bounce right onto the on-deck circle there off the third base line. Count remains 1-2. Durham, a nice little battle starting here for him. Again, 8th in the order. Anything on base here would bring Christian Milamon, who's 0 for 1 as well, at the bottom of the order. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And that is 5 in a row now for Conser. And back-to-back strikeouts. No runs, hits, errors, nobody left on. As we're through 3.5, bottom of the 4th coming up. Stay with us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Collision repair shops achieve ICAR Gold Class status, the highest training level recognized in the industry. Amaya's Collision Center at 686 I-45 is proud to be one of them. They know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features so they work properly again. They invest in training because they would never cut corners with your family's safety at stake, and neither should you. Get your vehicle repaired at Amaya's Collision Center, 686 I-45, where your safety is their top priority.
All right, friends, welcome back as we're moments away from the bottom of the 4th starting up. Huntsville leading 2-1. Whitehouse back at bat, though, trying to find their way back into this ballgame. They picked up 1 run back in the 3rd. The Hornets defense led by Luke Durham on the mound, trying to keep his team in check. As we're going to have a special treat, we're going to have a chat with someone that we chatted with a lot during football season this year. As she'll get the headset put on. Miss Brandy McLaren join us. What's up, Brandy?
Hey, man.
Hey,
been a while.
Hey, it's good to see you. You know, I get lonely up here. There's nobody to talk to.
You don't want me up here all the time.
BJ McMichael is, he's going to be joining me in some future games, but he couldn't be here tonight. So we'll chat here in a little bit. We'll set this up just for a second here as we start with Whitehouse. They'll go to the bottom of the order, Ethan Stone, who is 0 for 1. First pitch on the way is a strike. 0-1 the count. You know, I wanted to talk to you, Brandy. A lot of stuff happening at Huntsville ISD and some great things happening on the 0-1 here. This one too high up, 1 ball, 1 strike on Ethan Stone. You know, there's a big bond that's been called.
There is. And, you know, it's funny that we get to sit here and talk about that a little bit tonight because with the situation that happened Tuesday night, we were supposed to have a home game. We were supposed to have the Little League kids come out and join us on the field. And Mother Nature decided not for us to play at home. The field was soaking wet. and our game got moved to Nacogdoches. And then you come up here and you see a facility like this in Whitehouse, and heads up.
Oh, that one's going to come down, and it took a nice pop. That's the second one that's came over this area, Brandy.
I'm beginning to think I'm a target tonight.
Your husband grabbed that one. Do we get to keep these at the high school level?
No, it's got to go back.
Oh, come on. See, that needs to change. That needs to be a rule change. Who do we talk to about that?
I don't know.
I think at foul balls at the high school, I know, whatever.
But you come up here and you see a wonderful facility, and I know you've described it already once this evening, and everybody can see it on camera. It's a beautiful facility. It's a turf field, and there's no reason why our kids can't have something like this. And it's like we've talked about.
How about that on a 2-2 swing and a miss by Luke Durham as we continue to talk to Miss Brandy?
And the bond isn't going to just be athletically. It touches all of our campuses and will affect all of our kids for years to come. And we're real excited about it. We're getting a lot of positive feedback from people we talk to in the community, so we're real excited about it.
Luke Causey now at bat, 8th in the order. He's 0 for 1 tonight. High pitch to the outside. Early count here, 1-0. Well, Brandy, it's unique for you because you're a parent. You have children in the school system. It's not just athletics. That is a component of it, but that's something that I want to be very clear. The 1-0 pitch, this one hit foul. Hard swing there as it goes into the net. The facilities need upgrading, of course, but the school, and when I say facility, I'm talking about the schools. And
yes.
This bond, from my understanding, it'll be every single school in the district is going to get some sort of an improvement.
Every campus is going to be touched with this.
1-1 pitch. Beautiful pitch there as it goes across the plate for a strike. And, I believe it's been since the late 90s since a bond has been passed in Huntsville.
I think I heard on one of y'all's news stories earlier this week it was 1998 was the last time the bond was passed.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one high to the outside. Bring the count to an even at 2-2. I believe the website is buildingforchampions.com.
I think you're right.
Building and the number 4champions.com. And I encourage you to go there. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. This one swing and a miss. How about that? Back-to-back strikeout swings for Luke Durham. 2 up, 2 down here for Durham. Starting to find a little rhythm here in the fourth. But again, all the facts are there. Buildingforchampions.com.
Yes.
And I just, I want to be transparent. I'm not associated with the school district. We broadcast these games independently through KSAM Sports.
Right.
And so this isn't anything.
Yes, this is totally separate. And, what now that the bonds, anybody from the school, they can give you facts about it, but they can't talk about the importance of it. But I'm here to talk about it on a parent side and a citizen side about how it's not going to affect our taxes that much, and our kids deserve this. Our community deserves this.
Here's the 2-0. This one to Matt Garcia. 3 balls, no strikes here. So it'll be an opportunity for enhancements at the academic level. Prop A will include those softball and baseball fields. Here's the 3-0. This time drops into the corner for a strike, 3-1. And then Prop B will be the athletic stadium. And I want to be careful. It's not just football.
No.
That's a misconception, too. It's not just football.
Right.
Here's the 3-1, by the way. This one hit over to left. That's a base hit. So after 2 strikeout swingings, a base hit here for Garcia, a 2-out single. I'm learning the lingo, by the way, Brandy. You figure like 6 years of calling baseball, I can start learning some of the lingo.
You're just lucky I'm not screaming right now.
Yeah. That's why we asked you to come up here and talk for a little bit.
And I don't know if you know or not either, they actually mailed out the facts about the bond to everybody in the school district.
That's
so
great.
Everybody got those in the mail this week as well.
Go back to the top of the order here. Jack Clark, who is 1 for 2. He has that lone tally mark on the board here tonight. Pitch on the way as he shows bunt. Runner will take off over to second. That's a stolen base. Plenty of time there for Matt Garcia. Well, Brandy, I just want to ask you, from a parent perspective, what does this mean to you? And just from what you've seen, what does this mean to you? Because you've got, kids. Cody's
a senior.
So he won't get to benefit
Cody's
from it.
Actually my last one to go through the school district. So he won't benefit, but it's the idea that the things that he has done and even some of the kids before him that have done and accomplished throughout the last couple of years can say they helped make this possible. I do have a grandchild. I have friends that have smaller kids in the school district, and they're all going to benefit from this this bond package, whether they're in athletics, band, art, theater, whatever the case may be. They're all going to benefit from it.
Runners on 1 and 2 now here for Whitehouse as we're in the bottom of the fourth, 2 away. At bat is Colin McLemore, who is 0 for 1. Here's the next pitch on the way to McLemore. That one, boy, that hit him as well. So a couple of hit-by pitches now as Clark reached earlier on a hit-by pitch, and now McLemore will reach, and the tattoo shop is open. That would push Clark over to second, force him over there. McLemore now at first. You know, it's something to mention here, and then we'll let you go. I know you want to get back to watching this one, Brandy. I appreciate you being up here.
Not a problem.
You know, it's a great opportunity for the community and something, too. And, again, you can get all the facts at building4champions.com, building4champions.com. But, you know, if you're 65 or plus, your taxes are frozen.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that.
Right, you don't have to worry about that.
You know, I come from Georgetown. It's a number one community to retire. I love Huntsville now. Huntsville I'm calling home now. But Georgetown's the number one place in America to retire. And I remember when we had bonds, that really kind of spearheaded great things with Georgetown ISD.
Right.
Of course, the community there is growing like crazy. I don't foresee Huntsville needing another high school anytime soon, which I think is a great thing. I like having a one high school town.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this, is that with us being the number one place to retire, you would expect a lot of people to say, we don't want that. We don't need it. We came here to retire. But the thing is, and think about it from this perspective, if you have kids and grandkids, that's going to entice them to want to move into the community with upgraded facilities.
Exactly.
And that's what we saw happen in Georgetown. Now a lot of people that are in retirement communities, they're actually having their kids move to the community.
Right.
And their grandkids. So I think it's a win-win for everyone.
Oh, I agree. And they're going to do some more informational meetings. I was just looking at that on the HISD's Facebook page. They've got another one coming up on Monday evening. Let me see here. I think that's Bunch. No.
Got a pitching change out there, by the way. It is. Who is that out there?
Is that Hagen?
It's the big 2-0.
That's Hagen Harris.
It is Hagen Harris. So we'll see who they replace him with over there at first. So Hagen Harrison getting some warm-up pitches here as Luke Durham will go through 3 2/3. What's been exciting for you as a parent? You know, you've seen so many wonderful things happen in the Huntsville community, and I talked to you about some things in football, but what really has been really exciting for you as a parent, seeing the good things at Huntsville ISD happen?
Just being able to see what these kids can accomplish when they have the support and the backing, and when the community gets behind them, they just excel beyond belief. It's just amazing what these kids can do. But the thing of it is that they all have to have that community support. If they don't have that community support, you know, it's going to reflect on them in their play and their academics, whatever the case may be.
First baseman Colton Eichner.
Take us third in the order, Colton Eichner. He's 0 for 2 today. So again, the new pitcher in there now is Hagen Harris. I've got to see who's over there at first. First pitch here too low as it drops in for a ball, 1-0 count. We'll get back to updating the score here in just a few minutes as well. Again, all this happening here in 2-out territory. 1-0 count on Colton Eichner. Runners remain on 1 and 2. Here's the next pitch. This one a little bit low here. Talk a little bit briefly about Hagen Harris. 3 2/3 innings pitch. Here's an 0-2 on the way.
Ooh.
Close one there, but it's called a ball, 3-0. Harris here, 3 2/3 this season. He's played in his 4th game now. 1-0 as a starter, allowing 4 runs on 3 hits. Got him here on the corner for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, tonight, you know, a big game here for Huntsville, too, because they blow out Tyler to open the season. That built some confidence, but then drop in the last 2, 5-0, both games. Looking for a win. Here's a 3-1 on the way. Boy, that's a hard hit as this one will drop over to Right, that's going to bring in 2. Runner will come around, and 2 runs scored, and Whitehouse will take the lead 3-2. Well, cook the steaks for Whitehouse. I always like to cook the ribeyes, but when it's on our team.
Now batting, designated hitter Logan Whitfield.
While we're waiting for this one to come up to bat, they do have another community bond presentation on Monday night. That one's going to be at Samuel Walker Houston Elementary School at 6 o'clock on Monday evening, and then another one at Mance Park on April 12th.
Appreciate that. Cleaning up Logan Whitfield, the designated hitter. 3-2 the score. Runners on 2 and 3 after that 2 RBI double moments ago by Eichner's. He cooked some steaks, brought in Clark and Garcia. Early count here on Whitfield, 0-1. Next pitch again. Good one here to make it 0-2. There's a lot of moving parts. See, it's kind of cool. You get to sit up here and see all the moving parts with baseballs. So you got to be an octopus up here.
You need about 4 people up here for baseball.
We'll get that eventually. You know, we're going to get some of the kids from the school. Here's the 0-2 pitch. This one to the outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, baseball, especially because we want to do multiple angles and really help to highlight these kids. I know we broadcast for Huntsville, but the joy of it is, too, when we go to away games and we have that set up, we can highlight the visiting kids as well.
Yeah.
1-2 count. Pitch on the way.
There you go.
Swung on and missed. Got him for the 3rd out. Not before another 2 runs scored. Those 2 runs will be charged to Luke Durham. So he will finish in 3 2/3. 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and we are through 4. Top of the 5th coming up. Brandy, thanks for sitting with us. Anything else you'd like to add?
Let's sting 'em Hornets.
Sting 'em Hornets. We got to get back into this one.
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, I'm already looking forward. You know, we got a lot of baseball left. I'm already looking forward to, football, basketball. I just like, but it's been crazy with everything going on at once.
It has been. It has been. I mean, we blinked. Football season was over. We blinked, and Cody was on the baseball field. So, yeah, it's been a wild, crazy ride this year.
Well, Brandy, you're making your first appearance. I'm going to take a picture. This is going in the record books here. All right, you ready, Miss Brandy? Here we go. All right. Because you're making the record books. This is your first appearance on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network Baseball Edition.
I know.
Well, now we just need to get you on Basketball Edition.
Yeah, I don't do basketball.
All right. Well, Brandy, thank you. And, of course, thanks for your words about the upcoming bond. Again, visit buildingthe4champions.com, and let's support our kids at Huntsville ISD, not only athletically but academically. Thank you, Brandy.
Thanks, Rob.
We'll step aside, take a break. We'll be back in a moment with more baseball here in the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Welcome back, friends, as we get started here in the top of the 5th. Huntsville trailing 3-2, back in action. The first pitch on the way as we start at the bottom of the order. Christian Milam, who's 0 for 1 as he popped one up. That one, if you'll remember, back in the 2nd, went right behind the catcher, McCord. Early count here, 0-1. We'll get the scoreboard updated in just a moment. Here's the next pitch. This one's swung on a miss. Hard swing there. Beautiful pitch by Concerts. He remains on the mound. Here's the 0-2 from Concert's right-handed delivery. This one hit, and will it go foul? Runners are going to try to come up and make a grab in foul territory. Can't get there. It was a good effort by Ethan Stone as he was trying to come up with his left-handed glove. Wasn't able to make the grab. That would have been a tough one in foul territory off that third base line. Count remains 0-2. Battle here starting for Christian Milam.
Battle right here, 8. Let's go.
Straight one out, 8.
Bradley Ferguson joining us, saying hello. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Here's the next pitch. Oh, that one was a little outside. 1-2. Good eye right there by Milam. That was a close one. I think some of the Wildcat fans were wanting that. They didn't get the call. 1-2. No outs. Again, Huntsville trailing 3-2 as They led 2-0 through 3, and then Whitehouse finally finding a little bit of life with 1 run in the 3rd and then 2 back in the 4th. Next pitch takes a bounce, evens the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. This one swung on and missed for the first out. It's the 6th strikeout now by Jackson Concert. It'll take us back to the top of the order, the first baseman, Hagan Harris. Harris 1 for 2 this evening, singled in the first, came around and scored the first run, part of the 2, the only 2 that are hanging on the top of the first. First pitch on the way is a strike, 0-1, 1 away.
Hagan Harris is the batter.
Here's the 0-1. That one to the outside, even the count, aces across the board. For those of you listening, if you'd like to be a part of our broadcast, we're always looking for help. I know that we have mentioned that we're going to have some students helping us. There's a 1-1. This one swung on late. Chop fouls. It goes to the backstop. But if you're interested, you can reach out. Send us a text message at 512-522-9105. Again, that text line, if you're interested in helping out with our broadcast, we can talk to you about the specifics. We need help all around the board for camera operators, scoreboard operators. And the more help that we get, the more opportunities we have for a dynamic broadcast. Next one swung on late as it goes into the back of the net. Count remains 1-2. So again, just text us at 512-522-9105 if you're interested in being a part of our broadcast. Part of our success that we've had at other schools, we had about 4 or 5 volunteers, and we were able to bring some really comprehensive coverage. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one swung on foul, and the battle continues here for Hagan Harris as he's trying to keep alive here. 1 away, nobody on. Huntsville trailing 3-2. Crowd cheering here as the players ran out, grabbed the ball real quick, ran back over to the dugout for Whitehouse. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one swung. The battle continues. That's a hard foul. Boy, that one almost goes to the softball field. Knocked that bad boy the other way. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Huntsville again trailing 3-2. Concer's right-handed pitch on the way. Tried to drop that one in. It was too high, and the count even at 2-2. It was a 2-2 count on the previous batter, Christian Milam, who struck out swinging for the first out. Hagan Harris not trying to emulate that here. He wants a hit. His team trailing by 1. Here's the 2-2. Too low to bring it to a full count at 3-2. Countdown action on the board, 3-2-1. Nobody on for the Hornets. Looking for a hit here. Here's the payoff on its way. This one over to short. That is a base hit on a 3-2 payoff. Harris reaches. He kept alive in a battle and is rewarded with a 1-out single. That'll bring up second in the order, Caleb Cotton. Cotton 0 for 1, reached on a walk, came around and scored the second run. Back in the first, part of that 2-0 lead at the time after 1. Huntsville now trailing 3-2. And on a 3-2 pitch, he popped one up over to short for the first out back in the 3rd. So again, Harris over at first after his 1-out single just moments ago. Caleb Cotton, second in the order. The first 4 batsmen for Huntsville, of course, lefties. Here's the pitch on the way to Cotton. High to the outside, 1-0 count. Pretty full crowd here at the ballpark here at Whitehouse High School. Again, I mentioned earlier those corners at 320, the power hour is at 360, and then straight away is 385 on that 13 to 14-foot wall. The next pitch to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 away. And there's going to be a little meeting going on here as the infield will come in and talk things over with Concert. Coach will come out there as well. Second time we've seen a meeting on the mound here with Concert this evening. Hey, if you're joining us, love to hear from you. Send us a message on social media. Let us know where you're at, who you're cheering on tonight. We'll give you shout-outs here on the broadcast. Always a lot of fun to do that. Thank you for joining us on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. It's KSAM's commitment to community and part of our commitment to Huntsville ISD to bring you these games. Couldn't do it without the support of the community as well. We'll get to more of those sponsors as this one goes on. So the discussion is over. Everyone retreats back. And the 2-0 count here for Caleb Cotton as he's trying to move Harris into scoring position. But a smoke kind of glistening its way across the field now from the softball field. Kind of see that on your video screen there to the left. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too low, 3-0. Caleb got his options here. He'll shrug his shoulders a little bit. Stands that left foot. He's going to call a little bit of time here as he'll step out. Kicks his left foot around. Now he'll step back in. Here's the 3-0. Painted the corner here. Runner quickly getting back over there to first is Harris. First strike after 4 pitches here. Caleb Cotton on a 3-1. One away, runner on one. Huntsville trailing 3-2 here in the top of the 5th. This one hit foul, and it will drop on top of the dugout. Actually right in front of the dugout there for the Wildcats. Brings it to a full count at 3-2 on Cotton. On deck, Cody McLaren, who is 1 for 1 this evening. Singled, left stranded at third, back in the first. Reached on a walk, stole base over to second in the third, and was left stranded there. On base, both at bats here tonight. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way. This one swung hard. Battle starting here as this one goes way behind us. Count remains at 3-2. Harris stayed in for a battle, and he was able to reach earlier. He is the lone Hornet on first base. Cotton trying to do the same thing here. Finds himself in a 3-2. Here's the pitch on the way. This one swung on, and it may drop in front of the net. Catcher going to try to get behind this one. It just goes over the net. Bounces into the fans off the third base side. Boy, that one was about 6 inches on this side of the net as it bounced in. McCord already has one grab for an out in this ball game. Didn't have an opportunity there. He was ready for it, though. Good battles here for Caleb Cotton. On a 3-2 delivery. This one low on a wild pitch. Runners will advance over to second and Cotton over at first. So both of them reaching on a 3-2. Cotton on a wild pitch. We may have a pitching change as coach will come in and talk things over here with Jackson Counselor. And we will have a change. So that'll do it for Jackson Concert in this ball game. Good effort, but starting to slow down a little bit. They're going to have to make a change. We'll have that change and more when we come back in a minute. Stay with us. Hornets looking for some life to get back into this one, trailing 3-2 in the top of the 5th. We'll be back in a moment right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. All right, friends, welcome back on the mound now for the Wildcats of Whitehouse, Texas. It is Colton Eichner getting his warm-up pitches on the mound. Colton Eichner, the first baseman, third in the order, so they'll have a change there coming up. But Eichner again on the mound here as we'll go to third in the order. Cody McLaren with runners on 1 and 2 for the Hornets, trailing 3-2, one away here in the top of the fifth. Opportunity here for McLaren to cook some steaks tonight. The Hornets need them. Here's the pitch, too high to the outside. The early count, 1-0. Hornet dugout starting to make some noise over there, cheering on Cody McLaren. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Eichner. Actually, he's going to turn around over to second. And that ball dropped down there. Colin McElmore able to get back on it. Little pick attempt there as Eichner was throwing over his shoulder. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. Again, here in the top of the fifth. Thanks for joining us. Exciting game coming down here in Whitehouse, Texas, on the campus of Whitehouse High School at their beautiful facility. Eichner will step off the mound for a moment. Now back onto the rubber. Again, he'll step off. Both runners very close to the bags. Again, it is Cotton over at first and Harris over at second. Here's the pitch, high to the outside again, 2-0 count. Here's the next pitch. Again to the outside and high, 3-0. McLaren is 1 ball away from loading the bases. The Hornets have done it once tonight. They did it back in the first. They were able to score 2 runs back in that inning. It's the only lone 2 runs of this ball game for Huntsville, trailing 3-2. Here's the 3-0 to McLaren. This time it clipped the corner for a strike, 3-1. Here's the delivery. This one foul tip as it goes into the backstop, 3-2. The 3-0 count. McLaren the last 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch coming up here for Eichner. He's trying to work out of this. 1 away, runners on 1 and 2 for the Hornets. Here's the payoff on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him for the second out. Cleaning up, 4th in the order, the right fielder, Matthew Howe, looking for a little rally here to outland. The pitch on the way. This one to the outside low. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away. Eichner taking his time, right foot on the bag, or on the rubber rather. To look over his right shoulder, kicks up his left leg, the right-handed delivery. Across the plate, little heat on that one. 1-1 even count. That smoke is really leveled off here on the playing field. You can see it on the video screen. It looks like a fog. This pitch to the inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wildcat fans cheering here. Matt Howell trying to load him up here. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed. Eichner able to work through it with back-to-back strikeouts. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base for the Hornets. We're through 4.5, bottom of the 5th coming up when we come back in 30 seconds on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Stay with us.
For Henson CDGR, and we're rolling back prices on America's best-selling vehicles.
During Ram Truck Month and the Jeep Celebration event, our low truck and SUV prices are now even lower. Save more with 0% for 84 months and make no payment
Plus, get a warranty for life with no deductibles and unlimited miles at no cost to you. We even deliver for free from our store to your door.
We get you rolling for less at Hinson CDJR, your dealer for life.
HinsonCDJR.com.
Welcome back, friends. Quickly at it. Bottom of the fifth we are. Whitehouse leading 3-2. First pitch, a strike to Jackson Concert. Early count here, 0-1. Next delivery on the way from Harris's, and it's a hit by pitch. Tattoo shop's already been open tonight. We've already seen 3 of those here tonight by Huntsville pitching staff. 2 of them were by Luke Durham. Now the first one by Hagen Harris. That will put Concert over at first. Bring us to 6th in the order, the left fielder, Michael Dudowski. He is 1 for 2 this evening. Back in the second, he reached on a single, and then 2 stolen bases, was left stranded at third. And then on a 3-2 pitch, he popped one up over to center back in the third. So Dudowski at bat now, again 6th in the order. It is the left fielder for Whitehouse. Here's the pitch on the way, placing a bunt, goes over to Hagen at first, makes the throw, and he's out, but he does what he has to do as he advances Concert into scoring position. Michael Jeski's the first baseman out there, and Harris making a nice throw to him for the first out. Move to the bottom of the order in the 7th hole. Ethan Stone, the third baseman, he's 0 for 2. He popped one up over to right for the first out on a 3-2 back in the second, and then struck out swinging for the first out in the 4th. The right-handed batter, the right-handed pitch on the way to the right batsman. This one out of his reach for a ball, 1-0. Huntsville defense trying to hold him here, not allow any more as Wildcats have scored in the previous 2 innings. Swung around here and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike as we're even on the count. Here's the 1-1. Another hit by pitch. My goodness. So Concert reached on a hit by pitch, and now Ethan Stone also tattooed. We're going to have a quick discussion on the mound here. So runners now on 1 and 2 for Whitehouse. 1 away, leading 3-2. Quick discussion. And that's going to do it for Hagen Harris. So Hagen Harris will only pitch for, I believe, 2/3 of an inning here, as he finished up the 3rd out back in the 4th, and then just 1 out here in this 5th inning. allowing 1 hit. No runs, but he is responsible for the runners Ethan Stone at first and a Concert over at second. We'll step aside, take a break. We'll be back in a moment here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. All right, friends, welcome back. Bun Shelley will take the mound now for Huntsville, third pitcher of the night. And replacing him over at short is Colin Sanders. Luke Causey at bat here. Runners on 1 and 2 for Whitehouse, leading 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch, got the corner, painted it for a strike. Beautiful pitch there by Bun Shelley to get started. Shelley has pitched in 13 2/3 innings so far this season in 6 games, now in his 7th game. Started 1 of those, allowing 10 runs on 14 hits. 6 of those runs were earned. He has walked 7, struck out 6, sent 5 of them to the tattoo shop. A 3.07 ERA this year for Bun Shelley. 1-1 the count here. Shelley will glance over to second. Here's the right-handed delivery. This one placed bunt. Shelley makes the toss over to first and just in time. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Going to have to discuss this one as... Oh, there we go. The runner reached over there to first, and they called him safe. They're going to say that there was a block out there, and there's going to be a discussion here with the umpires. As it stands right now, runners on 1, 2, and 3. Going to have a discussion here, and wow, and they leave him safe. I'd like to get a full explanation of that. Concert over at third, Stone at second, and Causey now at first. Bases are loaded. We have another little discussion here. Is the umpire going to have a talk with coach trying to get an explanation of what's going on? Let's see if we can pick this up here. Coach was down there saying, I understand that. And boy, he is having a discussion, and that's just the way it goes. So again, the bases are loaded here now for Whitehouse, leading 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Takes us to the bottom of the order, the center fielder, Matt Garcia, who is 1 for 2. Grounded 1 to the mound back in the 2nd inning for the 3rd out. Then single, stole over to second in the 4th. First pitch, a strike here by Bun Shelley. Garcia, though, is that 3rd run that is on the board, 3-2. Shelley on the rubber, the right-handed pitch. This one chopped up over to Shelley at the mound, throws to home plate. That runner will not come in to score. The bases will remain loaded, but a good opportunity there. And Bun Shelley making the grab and the throw, putting out Jackson Conzer for the 2nd out.
Now batting, Jack Clark.
Garcia over at first. Jack Clark back to the top of the order. Swung on late. Foul as it goes way behind us. That one near the softball field as well. The early count here 0-1. Here's the next pitch. This one brought the heat. Swung on and missed. Fun getting the Hornet crowd here cheering tonight. 0-2, 2 away. Shelley on the 0-2 pitch. This one hit foul and no opportunity to grab in foul territory as it will bounce over the wall on the third base line. Count here at 0-2. A little battle starting here now for Jack Clark, the shortstop. He scored 2 runs. 2 of the 3 that's on the board here for Whitehouse. Here's the 0-2, Buncelli on the way, and this time got him looking for the third out. How about it for Buncelli? So Buncelli comes in to relieve Hagen Harris. The bases are loaded, and Shelley keeps any runs off the board. As we are through 5, top of the 6 coming up. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. All right, friends, welcome back as we get started here in the top of the 6th inning. Rob Hipp, thanks for joining us on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network as Huntsville trailing Whitehouse here on the road. 3-2, but they'll have an opportunity here back at bat. And they will start things here with Travis Tester. 5th in the order. The first pitch on the way is a ball. 1-0 count. Colton Eichner. Here's the 1-0 pitch. This one drops away as well, 2-0. On deck, Mason Manaharis. Here's the 2-0 pitch from the right hand. This one to the outside. It's a quick 3-0 count here on Travis Tester. Trying to give his team some life here, trailing by 1, 3-2 in the top of the 6th. Eichner taking his time. He's now in the delivery. Off the right hand. Oh, and this one was a strike. Boy, I think Tester wanted it. Started to make his way, and the umpire behind home with the late call there. 3-1 count. Here's the next pitch. To the outside, and this is a leadoff walk for Travis Tester. Trey joining us. He's going to be happy with that one. Appreciate you, Trey. A leadoff walk. We'll get it fixed here again. We are in the top of the 6th. Now we'll bring up Mason Manaharis, who is 0 for 2. Had that sac fly to center back in the first for the second out, then popped one up over to right for the first out in the 4th. Manaharis making his way now to that right-handed box. Taking a little bit of time. Now he will step in, taps home plate, ready to go. As he'll dig in. Pick attempt over at first, and runner diving is safe back in time. Again, 3-2 the score. Whitehouse leading those 3 runs. Coming just a few innings ago as they had 1 in the 3rd and 2 in the 4th. Huntsville's 2 lone runs coming in the top of the 1st to start this ball game. couple back-to-back pick attempts here. That runner remains safe. Again, if you're out there watching tonight, we'd love to hear from you. Send us a message on social media. Let us know where you're listening from and who you're cheering on. We've had several messages come in. We enjoy seeing those. We'll give you a shout-out. Still waiting on that first pitch to Manaharis. It's a swing and a miss. Runner going to try to dive back and quickly gets over there. It's a good heads-up play there by McCord over to Eichner at first. Actually, it's not Eichner now. That is Jackson Concert over at first. 0-1 here on Mason Manaharis. Another pick attempt. Seen 3 of those already. Travis Tester, who reached on the walk just moments ago, out there at first. That is your tying run, the lead run at the plate now. Here's the 0-1 pitch. To the outside, bring it to an even count. Starting to get a little chilly out here tonight. Pretty warm day. Got up to 84 in some parts of this area. Another pick attempt. 4th one we've seen now. 1-1 count. Mason Manaharis. A 1-1 pitch to him is too high to bring the count to 2-1. Another pick attempt. Runner remains safe over there at first is Tester. Here's the 2-1. This time clip the corner for a strike to even it at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, ladies softball dominating. They are continuing their dominating ways this season, shutting out Nacogdoches 16-0 earlier this evening in Huntsville at K-Bar Ross. Here's the 2-2. This one hit over to right. Cossey getting under it, and runner will not be able to advance over to second in scoring position. Take us to the bottom of the order. It is Jacob von Rosenberg.
Jacob von Rosenberg.
So von Rosenberg 7th in the order. He is 0 for 2, struck out looking and swinging both times. Looking back in the first or swinging back in the first, looking back in the 4th for the second out. Another pick attempt as Eichner keeping an eye on that first base. Again, 1 out. Runner remains on first. Huntsville trailing 3-2 here in the top of the 6th, 1 away. Eichner. Here's his pitch. Across the plate for a strike, 0-1. Here's the next one. This one outside for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, they called it a strike. I didn't see the umpire. I was looking down. They called it a strike, 0-2. Here's the next pitch. And got him here looking for the second out. Take us to 8th in the order. The pitcher, Luke
Durham.
No, it is not Luke Durham. That is not Luke Durham. That is Colin Sanders at bat now for the Hornets.
Sanders is the batter.
Exactly. I did this last time. Last time we played back at those. I said, whoa. What'd you say?
Stolen base here by the Hornets. Advancing into scoring position is Travis Tester. He's safe in time. 1-0 count here on Colin Sanders. Good stolen base there by Tester. It's a little 2-out stolen base. Here's the next pitch. Well, that one looked low, but it's a good pitch. Called a strike, 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 away here in the top of the 6th. Huntsville in scoring position at second is Tester. Here's the delivery. This one looking strike, 1-2 as it got the corner. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This time too far to the outside to even the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for the 3rd out. And back-to-back strikeouts for Colton Eichner. The Hornets not able to catch up. No runs in that inning, of course. No hits, no errors, and they leave one on second base is Travis Tester. We'll step aside, take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have more Hornet baseball on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Stay with us, friends. Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp live from Whitehouse, Texas. I want to take a quick moment to thank some of our wonderful sponsors who are helping to make this coverage possible this season here on the all-new Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Our good friends at Bill Fick Ford. It's no bull, just good deals. Wiesner Huntsville, the home of the bottom line. Henson brand dealerships in Madisonville, including Henson Ford, Henson Chevy, and Henson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Amaya's Collision Center. Let's get you back on the road. Huntsville Family Dental. Just smile. Our good friends at Texpress Urgent Care, quality health care, and unmatched customer service. And last, TJ Burdett and Sons Recycling, proudly serving East Texas since 1976, offering competitive prices for all your ferrous and non-ferrous metals. Again, thank you for your generous support of Huntsville ISD Athletics here on KSAM and the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. We'll get things going here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Whitehouse leading 3-2, looking for a little more insurance here. Scoring 1 run in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th. Huntsville opened up this game with a 2-0 lead through the first 2. They have not been able to put anything else up. It's been all blanks since then. A little bit of time here. Bun Shelley on the mound. Talking things over with one of the umpires. Not sure what the delay is here. Pretty long chat. On deck here, we'll start with the Wildcats. Second in the order, Colin McLemore. It was 0 for 1. Been on base twice, reached on a walk, stole over to second. Then pass ball reached to third. Back in the first, was left stranded there. He popped one up over to second in the 3rd for the first out. And then was hit by a pitch, reached, but left stranded at 3rd back in the 4th. Bun Shelley, take a deep breath. Bases were loaded on Shelley. He was able to work out of it as he came in to relieve Harris in the previous inning. Kicks up his left leg. Here's the right-handed delivery. Too close to the inside for a ball. 1-0. Brought a lot of heat on that pitch, though. So McLemore, of course, leading off here in the bottom of this sixth. His team leading 3-2. Here's the next delivery quickly. This one hit foul to the back of the net to count it 1-1. Here's Bun Shelley's next delivery. This one hit over to right. Maybe catchable in foul territory, and it is. Great grab out there by Michael Jeske for the first out in foul territory off the first base line.
Now batting Colton Eichner.
Bring up third in the order, Colton Eichner. They had that 2 RBI double back in the fourth to give Whitehouse the lead. And he's hit by a pitch. We've seen that several times. All pitchers here for Huntsville have opened up the tattoo shop. Cleaning up Logan Whitfield. 1 out. Wildcats leading 3-2 here in the bottom of the sixth. Bun Shelley on the mound. Logan Whitfield, left-handed batter, stands with that left foot way down in the corner of the box. Here's the pitch on the way. This one too close to the inside for a ball. 1-0, 1 away here in the bottom of the sixth. Again, Eichner over at first. Shelley's pitch on the way, places bunt, goes back on the backstop to even the count at 1-1. Shelley will step off the rubber for a moment, takes a little bit of time for himself, and now back on with the right foot. He's staring down, looking in, checks over to first. Here's the pitch. This one too high to the outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away. Here's the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Diving over and a stolen base over to second by Eichner in scoring position now. The count at 2-2 here on Whitfield. Took a hard swing. It was a beautiful pitch by Bun Shelley just moments ago. The count at 2-2. Shelley checking over to second now. Here's his delivery. To the outside, 3-2, full count.
Let's go, Weedy.
Let's go, 7 right here.
Shelley looking in. She'll step back off the rubber for just a moment. Eichner in scoring position after he was hit earlier, then reached to second on the stolen base. Here's Shelley on the payoff pitch on its way. This one swung hard, bounces right over to Milam, and the throw to first in time for the second out. It's a little grounder over there to second for the second out. Eichner over at third as he advances. And we are 2 away. Bring up fifth in the order, the pitcher, Jackson Concert. Concert 1 for 2 this evening. Here's the pitch on the way. This one hard hit over again to Milam. The throw, another grounder, and 3 outs. How about that for Bun Shelley? Taking care of business, not allowing any runs. As we are through 6, top of the 7th coming up. It's the final opportunity for the Hornets here, trailing by 1. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in a moment right here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Stay with us.
Opportunities. Scrap metal prices are the highest in years, and TJ Burdett has money for yours. For over 45 years, TJ Burdett & Sons Recycling has served Walker County with the highest prices and straight deals. Right now, get a multi-year high $7 per 100 pounds of scrap steel and $9 per 100 pounds of short iron. Bring your scrap and get some scratch. The most in years, TJ Burdett & Sons, exit 118 North, I-45, just past the Shell truck stop. Visit TJ Burdett & Sons on Facebook for more info.
March Madness is here, and so is the March Madness sales event right here at Wiesner in Huntsville. Come take advantage of these great deals and get $3,450 in purchase allowance on a 2021 Buick Encore GX and a 2021 all-new redesigned Buick Envision, or $4,700 in purchase allowance on the 2021 Buick Encore. You get up to $5,950 in purchase allowance on a 2021 Buick Enclave. Don't delay. Hurry in today for the best selection right here at Wiesner in Huntsville or online at WiesnerHuntsville.com.
Back at it, friends. First pitch on its way was a ball here, 1-0 early count. Huntsville's last opportunity here, trailing 3-2. High pitch upstairs. Got a new batsman in here. We'll have that in just a few moments for you. The Hornets, bottom of the order we are. Early count here, 2-0. Good eye to start. Here's the next pitch. This one too low to bring it to 3-0. Cooper Molness. First pitch to the corner for a strike. Looks at the next one for a ball, and Cooper Molness with a leadoff walk. How about that? It's what the Hornets needed here to start things in this 7th, trailing by 1, 3-2. Take us back to the top of the order, the first baseman, Hagen Harris. Hagen having a good night here, 2 for 3. Scoring the first run of the 2 that are on the board back in the first with the leadoff single, came around and scored. Also had a single in the 5th on a payoff pitch, was left stranded at second base. Eichner remains on the mound. Here's the pitch, too high to the outside. The early count, 1-0. Again, no outs, 1-0 count. Base runner on first is Cooper Molness. Reached on the walk just moments ago. Here's Eichner's 1-0 right-handed pitch, bunt placed. Trying to beat it out over to first. He's not going to get there in time, but it will advance a runner into scoring position. Molness over at second. That is your tying run. And the lead run at home plate now, batting Caleb Cotton. Cotton has been on base twice, reached on a walk, came around and scored the second of the 2 runs back in the first. Popped one up over to short on a 3-2 payoff back in the 3rd for the first out, and then also reached on a wild pitch on a 3-2 back in the 5th. First pitch on the way, drops in for a strike. That's a beautiful pitch there for Eichner. A 1 count. Here's the next one out of his reach to even the count. Aces across the board. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed, 1-2. Joshua Harris at the Oak Ridge Disciple House joining us. Appreciate you, Joshua. If you know of man 18 or older suffering from drug and alcohol addiction, you can find help at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Here's the 1-2. Oh, no. A strike looking as a strikeout looking. Cotton not happy with it. Frustrated. 2 away. Bring us up third in the order, Cody McLaren. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled in the first, left stranded at third. Reached on a walk, stole to second back in the third. And struck out swinging for the second out back in the fifth. Here's the first pitch to McLaren. Across the plate for a strike, 0-1. Eichner's 0-1 pitch on the way, too high upstairs to even the count at 1-1. Molness waiting eagerly over at second in scoring position. Here's a hard swing as it goes foul into the net, 1-2. Wildcats 1 strike away from a 3-2 victory, but still opportunity here for McLaren. The count at 1-2, 2 away. Runner on second is Molness for the Hornets. Trailing 3-2 here in the top of the 7th. Eichner's pitch on the way. Drops in, and that'll do it. A tough one here tonight as the Hornets came out early with a 2-0 advantage, but not able to find much since then. We'll step aside. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll break this one down. Stay with us, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. All right, friends, welcome back here to Whitehouse, Texas. I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us as we're in postgame now. Huntsville losing their third straight. A tough one here tonight as the Whitehouse Wildcats taking care of business on their home field, winning this one 3-2. We'll quickly go over Colton Cowser, the pitching here for Whitehouse. He finished with 4 1/3 innings, allowing 2 runs on 4 hits. He struck out 6. And then Colton Eichner coming in, 2 2/3 innings, no hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts for that young man. He was simply phenomenal coming in relief for Jackson Cowser. 3 pitchers on the mound tonight for your Hornets. Started with Luke Durham, who went through 3 2/3, allowing 3 runs on 4 hits. He struck out 2. Followed up by Hagan Harris, who went through just 2/3 of an inning 1 hit, no runs, 1 strikeout. And then Bun Shelley coming in 1 1/3 inning, allowing 1 hit, no runs, and no strikeouts for Bun Shelley. But remember, bases were loaded at one point. Bun Shelley able to work out of that jam and gave Huntsville an opportunity. Huntsville started out in that 7th inning with a little bit of life, as they had a leadoff walk by Cooper Molness, but unfortunately Harris, Cotton, and McLaren not able to do much there for him. Nothing on those young men. It was a tough one here tonight against a very tough Whitehouse Wildcat team. As always, appreciate you friends joining us. Up next for Huntsville, they play tomorrow, as the Huntsville Hornets will now drop in the season standings now to 3 and I believe, well, let's go back and look here just for a moment. Beg your pardon here. Huntsville will now drop to a 1 and 3 in district play, 8 and 12 overall. Huntsville was sitting in that 4th position. I'm not sure what Jacksonville did tonight. Didn't have a chance to look at that score. Whitehouse, they will improve to 3 and 1 in district play. And now a very commanding opportunity here for Whitehouse. Lufkin, I'm not sure what they did tonight either, but they were entering into this game tonight 3 and 0, leading District 16 5A. Whitehouse now 14 and 4 overall. So again, the Hornets will be back tomorrow as Huntsville will face Jacksonville. That is an early home game. If I'm not mistaken, the JV will play at 11 and the varsity will play at 1:30. That one at Obar Ross. So come out and support the Hornets. Let's help them get back on to the winning track. Friends, as always, appreciate you joining us as I will sign things off here. A lot of friends joining us on social media. Appreciate Mandy Cooper, Tony Kulak, Trey Tester, Brian Carroll, many other ones helping to chime in tonight, so we appreciate you. But once again, Huntsville falls. A heartbreaker here tonight, a tough one, as they try to get a little late rally, but it fell short. Huntsville looking for the rally. They never did find it, as they scored 2 in the first, and after that it was just the Whitehouse playing dominant. 3-2 your final. Friends, as I end every single broadcast, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, friends. Provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Good night, and God bless from Whitehouse, Texas. We'll see you.